the journey to find it. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna die long before he gets to the edge. Oh, but he did find it, which is superb. Good job, that man. Let's see if he can actually come back alive. Oh, God. No, no, this is going just like the previous game. I think we've hit my skill cap, people. Go kill. Yeah, I'm actually playing really, really badly because I'm concentrating too much on the casting. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to concentrate on the game a little bit more. What do I have a shortage of? I have a shortage of food, so let's feed me, and let's get a farm or two out for long-term food. If you're not familiar with the mechanics, berry bushes and deers don't last very long, so eventually you have to switch to sustainable farming. It's the only way to keep food coming in, which is required for most military units, most infantry units, and also required for villages, and villages are the lifeblood of your economy. So these guys are spearmen. They're quite good against cavalry, but also very cheap. Also cheap are these guys, the Hypaspists. Oh god, that word's difficult. And these guys just chop up infantry. They're really good. They have big swords. They chop people up. They're quite simple to use. You click on enemy infantry and the enemy infantry die. Since he's been attacking with infantry so far, I think we should be getting some more of those. Plus, they are more food effective, and given I have a shortage of food, idle villagers, you idle gits, idle peasants, need to build houses. These are like, if you're a Warcraft player or Starcraft player, these are like food or supply, so you've got your supply limit up here, you need to build your houses to make sure you can still get there. And I have nobody mining wood. Well, not really mining wood, more lumberjacking, which is why I have an inability to build any new houses. Okay, I think that's enough people doing food related tasks. We need to get some people mining, I think. We also need more of these because the enemy, I've noticed at this level, level 7, has started getting competent. The enemy used to be really incompetent before this point. I mean, you could walk over the opponents with your starting units. That's how easy it was. Now it's gotten significantly more difficult. Let's see. I think we should send a preliminary scouting mission over there. I say preliminary scouting mission, I actually mean scouting in the force, because I'm going to be sending a lot of people over there. You houses now. Bear in mind this is a really inefficient way to build houses because you can actually put multiple villages on it. For anyone who's a StarCraft player, this will seem completely alien, you know, the idea that more than one person can build. But yes, you can do that in this game. Oh, look at all the pretty deers. Oh, look at the wolves, come to eat them. Shame they don't do that actually. I suppose that would sort of destroy the point of having the deers if the wolves just roamed across the map and ripped them limb from limb. Although it would provide an impetus to get the deers quite quickly early in the game. Burn, pillage, mwah, loot, kill the bandit. He has a turban, he must be bad. Kill him, kill him! He has a turban and slightly desert-coloured clothes. He is the enemy, he is a terrorist. There we go, I've got a chest and that will be added into there. Check my chest and I got stone blocks which I can use for constructing new things. Oh my god, that's a lot of guys he has. And if I fail this attack, he's going to send even more guys my way, so I really need to get producing. I now have a shortage of gold. Let's build more villages, because I'm running out of villages. And you, now that you're done with those houses, go produce some gold. Yeah, I already knew that attack was a lost cause. But hopefully I've damaged their leader. I've got the quests aren't necessarily one quest per mission, so in this mission I'm supposed to be killing the chieftain Draco and destroying the enemy town. However, this carries over to a much bigger quest that takes place over 3 other missions, and I have to kill 3 chieftains. So once I do this, this will be my 2nd chieftain that I've killed, and I will be one step closer to completing that much bigger quest. Assuming I defeat him. This is a big assumption given how miserably I failed at that previous tower defense game. We need more gold. We could also do with an archery range, since all of my bonuses are in archers. That would be an extremely good idea. And let's start binding some of these to keys as well, because the action can hot up. Once he starts launching attacks, I'll know about it. I'm just going to switch over and have a look at the chat. Okay, and we're back. So yes, to anyone who's just stumbled across this on Justin TV, this is an Age of Empires online stream. This is not an old game, this is a brand new MMO, online, persistent, free. Yes, you heard me right, completely free. Microsoft are just giving this to us. They have a microtransaction model, obviously, and you know, they're going to make a lot of money because this is a very good game. As far as I know, there's nobody else in the closed beta doing these streams, so this is going to be your source for Age of Empires information if you want to find out about the game and everything it's going to have to offer. And it does have a lot to offer. It's just a shame I'm not very good at it. So far, we've seen me fail at a tower defense mission, and we've seen me fail to kill this guy over here, who is a chieftain. Chieftain Draco. Draco doesn't sound like a very Greek name, but maybe that's just me. See, Cletus sounds more like a Greek name. It also sounds like clitoris, but let's not get into that on a public channel. And Homer, again, homosexual. God, they just... Yeah, I think they were actually trying to get puns out of people here. But I won't stoop that low. I would certainly not make comments of that variety. The music's not too bad. It's standard Age of Empires, classical fare. It's interesting enough. It's not offensive to the ears. Ooh, I need to build another house. More houses. More housing for the peasantry. I will sit inside my ivory tower / town centre, directing. Because I am worth more than you, peasants. This formation thing's quite nice. Archers automatically go to the back. You've got your guys with big swords at the front, and generally the combat takes care of itself. You don't need to do too much microing. It's not like StarCraft where microing will decide the game for you. If you're wondering why the game is so slow-paced, it's because I'm paying more attention to the stream than I am to my actual playing. So, as has been demonstrated, I am playing extremely badly. I mean, I have 500 food that I'm not spending. Why am I not spending it? Who knows? I could be building loads more guys. I should be building a second barracks as well, so I can produce... In fact, no, I'll produce stables, but I can't because I don't have enough wood. Okay. I think we should go on a little excursion. We'll see if he's expanded out here. The AI has the same constraints as players, so if the AI gets mined out of all of his berry bushes and wood over here, then I can just come through with my little warband and slaughter all of his villagers, and he will have to replace them. So let's go do that. Die. And here comes his main defense force. No, this is not his main defence force, because this is nowhere near as big as the army I just faced. But, okay, if he wants all of his villagers to get slaughtered, this is fine by me. So, let's use one of our abilities. This is a persistent ability that I've unlocked. I have 8 of these. Oh, and I'm level 8 as well. Excellent. Ding! Bandit archers coming down. Those will cost me 200 gold, and they just spring out of thin air. They don't last forever, which is a shame, but they are very powerful. Those are sort of pre-veteran units, so they'll make a big difference to a fight if you're losing it. Let's send some more guys in, because this attack is going really quite well, and I don't see any reason to let up. Go and destroy that, naturally. Do I have enough people to do that? He has a lot of towers there. See, one problem with only having access to the Iron Age at this point is I don't have any siege weapons. So taking out these buildings can take a very, very long time. That's probably the only complaint I have so far, is that at the early levels the Age of Empires games were designed so that when the game slowed down you would be able to... Oh, come on, there we go. That when the game slowed down and got like this, with you not being able to destroy buildings, you would then go to the next age and you could produce yourself siege weapons which would allow you to destroy buildings really easily. This game doesn't allow you to do that until you get to the requisite point, which I think is like level 10 or whatever. So currently I can only get up to the Iron Age, which means I don't have access to any of that, and it does kind of slow the pace of the game down a little. I'll produce some more of those. Okay. Well, it's not going entirely badly. I've completed the main objective, I just need to destroy that village now. Unfortunately, with all of those enemy towers, I haven't found a good way of getting rid of those enemy towers. I wish I had one. If you just excuse me a second, I am going to change the sound settings. In fact, I can do that in game. Oh, and pausing, if you're playing solo and not playing cooperative, pausing does actually pause the game, which is nice for an MMO. So if you want to go and take a break or whatever, because the games are quite long, you're totally welcome to do that. Okay, there we go. Actually, that's a bit quiet, you can hear my damn computer now. I actually have some really nice sound equipment. Unfortunately, I can't use them because they're all in the other room, so I'm currently using a cheap mic and quite a loud computer, which means lots of annoying background sounds. In future, I might use a VST plugin host to filter out some of the bad crackling, but we'll get around to that. I mean, this is my first ever cast, if you aren't aware, if you're not one of my mates watching. So I've never done this before, I've never even spoken in public, so you get a sense of I'm a bit nervous. I wasn't expecting that many people to actually view the channel, so it's nice that a few people have. And let's see if I can get out some news. Oh my god, that used up a lot of money. Now, a bit of StarCraft macroing skill comes in here. Let's try not spending all of my money and queuing up loads and loads and loads of cavalry guys, but instead spread it out a little. And I've run out of supply. You peasant, come here. Build me apartments for the poor people to live in. Those don't look like very good scaffolds. I really wouldn't want to be involved in construction. Although, fortunately, because I am a god, I can make the house rise out of the ground, which kind of makes you wonder why it would need any villagers anyway. Maybe they're actually praying. They're praying with the hammers. I'm actually 4, and the hammers are like a tribute, and they're urging me, praying to me to make the village come from the ground. Yes. Let's go and have another attack. The quests against the AI vary quite a bit. On one of the previous missions I was getting attacked all the time by the AI. On this one, I haven't been attacked at all, except for one early attack. So this is obviously a very defensive one. I think the game is currently trying to... the quests are kind of like a tutorial,